put 100% love into anything you do, and in any job, being a carpenter, being in a garden center working myself, being a delivery driver, I was a beam man as well in Spain for I think 2 or 3 days. It was too hard at the time and I quit the job, but everything I've been through, I always was giving my 100%. And sometimes you don't see that as kind of like your job, but when you're really passionate and when you really love what you do, I don't think you see anything else beyond that. So just keep going, because the rewards were definitely going to be there for you. Basically I started doing personal training, and kind of my love for the coaching side, I think it started from there. But now looking over the past few years, in terms of my life, I think that passion has always been there, because with all the sports that I have been doing in the past, was helping other people to, how you do this and how you do that, and looking down the years, I think it just come from a long time ago. Yeah, I think it's something that it comes natural, because now training some guys, it goes, when we finish this, you always come up with something else, and the more I do it now, the more natural it start coming to me. But then again, I know experience is everything, but I think it's I don't know, a gift from God, and I take it to the best of my capabilities, really. I mean, see these guys, coming into the sport, get them achieve their goals, their dreams, and even go beyond them, is what makes me happy, just coming in, some of these guys, it's boxing, some of their backgrounds is just they're coming from nothing, and to see them to be successful at the sport that they love and go back with their families, with everything that all the dreams that they thought they were never ever going to achieve, and to make that happen for them and be part of that is what makes my, just my coaching career, be great. Every person is different, every coach has got their own way of working with people, and every coach has got different personalities, but it's down to each person, to really find out these things, I mean, I think that question is more towards the guys that I'm working with, and they could tell you what's my attributes, but also what's my non-attributes. So yeah. It's hard. Once you're in that dark place, I don't think you see beyond that, and I think you need to speak it, to the people that are going to be and it has been with you for over the years, and they know you, because I'm just talking from my personal experience, at the time I was so low, I didn't want to train, I didn't want to do nothing at all. Luckily, I found this doctor, which she was quite young, if that doctor at the time said to me, listen, these are the pills, I would take them, just there and then. So happily, she put me in touch with other people, just speak it out with people with the same depression, and just different stories. And I think for me was through sport. I've always been a sporty person myself, and the good people that I have in my life, they said, Angel, listen, you like this, why don't you do a course and do a personal training course? To someone that is going through depression, the best way is just get the people that are close to you, speak to them, because they're the ones that they are going to be supporting you, and they're ones they're going to gonna be care about what you actually are going through. It's changing my life. It's changing my life for the better, but in a way of happiness. I truly found what I actually love the most, and don't forget that I've only been as a main coach just under 2 years, and I'm been in the position I am now I'm so grateful, for the opportunities. I'm so grateful, to Joshua, to give me the chances, to Hara, to Sultan Salbek, and the people that has been in the past with me, because you get to see that the ones they know now with you, kind of like they've been part of that journey. So you're learning from each of them, and life is a journey. And I'm in the journey, I'm enjoying it, and I'm embracing it, and I know kind of like a lot of people sees me that I'm here, but I'm not there. I truly am not there, I'm working to be the best as I can be, and that's what kind of like, that's the way I see life, and I see my coaching career, and I see everything. Everything that you do in life, good or bad, it has to help you. Anything like negative that comes into me, I have to transfer that into positive. I know the situations make me be a better person, a better coach, and a better with everything I do, because what people don't understand is I've been for years, on not in the people's eyes, just like doing my groundwork. I've been as an amateur boxer myself. I've been doing just like the fitness side for like professional boxers, for amateur boxers, for the unlicensed boxers, and through there I met Danny Connor, who gave me the opportunity to work with him in a gym, and then they asked me to be the right hand. So I was still not in people's eyes, but I was doing my ground. I was waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning every morning, doing my work for like 3-4 hours, driving all the way to East London, train the boxers up there, come back to work. So no one sees that. They just see you as kind of like, oh, you're part of Joshua's team, but they don't see what's actually has been going on for like years behind that. And yeah, you get that, but not just in boxing. I think it's in any sport really. Oh, it's great. I mean, the newspapers, the biggest newspapers in Spain were crazy with me, seeing my face, but not so much to me. Is seeing my family, seeing my mom and dad being so proud of me. People like in town, my mom saying like, people are stopping my dad, stopping my mom, saying congratulations, I saw your son in the newspaper. And man, to me that is just like, because I came from a very poor family, my dad was an alcoholic, he was without work, I think at 28 years of age. My mum kind of like was the one that pretty much raised me, and to me, to be able, because my dream is to have world champions, but not to have just world champions, is to put my name in the boxing books. I want to make history, but I want to make history for myself and for the people that are part of my life. And to me, to go back to my mum, to my dad, and say, listen, there you go, for everything you have done to me. I know it's not materialistic, because love is what makes everybody happy, but to me it's kind of like a show of like, you know what, all the years that you have been, like next to me in the bad times, in the good times, and me paying my parents back for everything they have done for me, it will make me the happiest man on earth. Yeah, you see, kind of like, I've got kind of like several coaches in my head, that they achieve greatness in the sport, and they the guys that they drive me to be better each day, because in this sport you can't stop learning, because when you stop learning is when you pretty much stand. So hopefully after O'Hara's fight, next week, I'm planning to go over to America, and I will do so just to learn from different people, because in this sport you have to keep adjusting things, and be an apprentice of life. And that's what I'm saying to kind of like any young coaches that are coming up, or any people in, regardless of the sports, be a coach or be a boxer, be a footballer yourself, is you got to see yourself as an apprentice, even when you think that you're up there, still learning, but that's what I'm saying, is like people need to find what their true passion is. And for me, boxing is my passion, it's my life, and I do everything for it. I change everything for it. The way kind of like my kids, I miss so many birthdays, I miss so many parties because of boxing. And again, people don't see these things. And I was in the gym, and I'm happy like that. And when you see that you're actually happy, that is what you actually love. And I love boxing, and I hope, down the line, in years to come, people will go, and Fernandez, what a great coach he was, and that to me is what really matters. You know, put 100% love into anything you do, and in any job, you know, being a carpenter, being in a garden centre working myself, being a delivery driver, being, you know, I was a beam man as well in Spain for I think 2 or 3 days. It was too hard at the time and I quit the job, but everything I've been through, I always was giving my 100%, and sometimes you don't see that as kind of like your job, but when you're really passionate and when you really love what you do, I don't think you see anything else beyond that. So just keep going, because the rewards were definitely going to be there for you.